The Tesla Model S has had things all to itself recently, with most other new EVs being city cars or SUVs. But now that has all changed. Porsche has entered the fray with the Taycan. Revealed on the eve of the Frankfurt Motor Show, the much-awaited electric sports car is now ready and raring to muscle its way into the premium EV market, aiming directly at Model S customers. The internet has erupted since the car was revealed, with Tesla fanboys flying to the rescue of their beloved Model S, and even Elon Musk having a jibe at the new Porsche. So let's compare the two on paper and see how they shape up. Let's go with the top versions of each, those being the Taycan Turbo S and the Model S Performance. Let's do things top trump style. Power. Porsche 761 brake horsepower, Tesla 661 brake horsepower. Torque. Porsche 774 pounds-feet, Tesla 687 pounds-feet. Range. Taycan 280 miles, Model S 345 miles. Weight. 2,295 kilograms for the Porsche versus 2,241 kilograms, a Tesla win. Now, the Tesla is notorious for being a massive car, so we've included dimensions as well. Length. The Porsche just takes it in terms of length, 4,963mm against 4,978. Width. 1,966mm versus 1,963, a surprising win for the somewhat girthy Tesla. Price. £138,826 for the Taycan Turbo S versus £101,000 for the Tesla, a substantial victory for the American car. So on paper, you could say the title goes to the Tesla, but wait, there's more to it than that. The Porsche's battery is capable of 800 volt charging, allowing it to gain 100 kilometers of range in just 5 minutes. That charging tech doesn't quite exist yet, but give it a couple of years and it'll make Tesla's 480 volt superchargers seem slow. That 800 volt system also makes for less heat, and thinner wiring also makes for more room for cooling all over the car. The price may be a sticking point for some people, but remember that the Taycan Turbo S essentially costs the same as a very well-spec'd 911 Carrera 4S. Considering the amount of brand new tech on show, that makes the price somewhat less stingy. Something the Taycan prides itself on is the repeatability of performance. One of Porsche's main moves to achieve reliability when being driven hard is the use of a 2-speed transmission, in defiance of Tesla's single-speed setup. Having a first gear means Porsche could use a smaller rear motor that is easier to cool. Once again, cooling is something that Porsche has really taken seriously with its first EV. Considering the amount of heat EVs create under load, it's changes like these that will give the Taycan an edge when you want to give it a thrash. One place we think Porsche has stumbled is keeping with their naming convention for the Taycan. An electric car with Turbo and Turbo S plastered on the back seems a little odd. They had the chance to come up with a cool new naming convention to take the brand into the electric age. Either they're pulling off one of the greatest trolls in the car industry, or they've been too cautious and it's a bit of a blunder. To counteract its dodgy badging, the Taycan is one of the best looking EVs out there, mostly because it still contains hallmarks of a Porsche. It's more of a stretched 911 than a bespoke electric design, and not only is the exterior a win for Porsche, but the interior is also pretty nifty. 4 screens and a step above the minimalist cabin of anything from Tesla. So what about real world performance? Well, something that has benchmarked the Taycan's performance is its Nürburgring time, a 7:42, or quicker than a 997 GT3 RS. Now, whether you see much value in a lap time like that really is personal preference, but with all performance car makers still using it as a way to judge a car's performance, we think it still has some weight behind it. And seemingly in a snap reaction from Elon Musk, he has declared that he is taking a Model S to the Nordschleife, maybe with Nico Rosberg at the wheel, to squash all the tweets he will have had fired his way about the Taycan's time. We're not sure whether Elon knows how the Nürburgring works, seeing as you need to book the track to set an official time, and the people in charge of the track haven't heard anything from Tesla. Has anyone told Elon about that? The Porsche has proven itself to be reliable in testing, meaning that a flat-out lap time didn't seem like much of an issue for it. But Tesla doesn't have the best history of hard performance driving for extended periods of time, so it'll be interesting to see whether a Model S can cope with the stress of a Nürburgring lap and then go on to set a decent time. Tesla may be about to pull out a trump card, however. A Model S with a new 3-motor powertrain has just set a track record around Laguna Seca, so let's not count this car out just yet. I think it's fair to look at it this way. Porsche makes sports cars, arguably some of the best in the world. So judging both the Model S and Taycan as performance cars, it's fair to assume that there's more chance Porsche has nailed it. Tesla has always built electric cars to be the best road cars they can be, but Porsche will have injected the Taycan with reliable performance to take to the track and on your favourite bits of country road. It'll be a well-built, high-performance car that happens to be electric, rather than something that solely rides on the fact that it's an EV. Now, we've just been looking at these cars hypothetically, but we'll need to drive them back to back to see which one comes out on top. But what do you guys think? Would you have a Taycan Turbo S or a Model S Performance? Tell us in the comments below.